Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Smokey Mountains map here on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And just myself on here on this server here at the moment. And of course, well, you can probably guess what we're doing here. We're logging here again. This time around, we got the FDR processor. And attempting to cut down a tree here anyway. There we go. This machine here functions pretty similar to the in-game Scorpion, with the exception of, as you can see, I can have much better control of the trees. Hello. And looks like we're joined by Ryan here in TeamSpeak. And pretty much what I'm doing here, I'm just kind of lining them up along this cliff and hoping they roll down. And we're cutting to 5.5 meter lengths here. I don't know what's up with the 5.5, but that's just what it is. And I had a little accident with one up here that, I forget exactly what happened to it. I did that earlier. Couldn't get it out of the grabber here for some reason, so I ended up getting cut right there. But yes, this processor seems to suffer from the same problem the Scorpion does. Every now and then you have issues with it detecting the tree. And I don't know why that is. Oh, there we go. It seems like you got to be, close enough to it. But if you're too close, then it doesn't like it. So... oh, just about tipped over there. I think this is a little bit bigger tree here. There we go. Like I was saying, has a... oh, yeah, this is what happened. This is what happened with the one that was up on the cliff there. There we go. Now it's back okay again. There we go. And I am operating this with a mouse, by the way, so I'm not using any joysticks or steering wheels or anything like that. I'm just keyboard and mouse here at the moment. Really need to look at maybe getting a dual joystick set up here again. For those who watched Farming Simulator 15, you know I tried that here for the logging, went dual joysticks. That is a pretty cool experience to do that here, especially with the FDR equipment as it is kind of set up for it. Took a little bit of work there in Farming Simulator 15 to get that set up, but once I had it set up, it was, like I said, pretty cool. Just borrowed another joystick there from my brother. I've got a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro, I think they call it, and then he had one as well, so borrowed his. Oh, come on now, what's going on here? Doesn't want to cut him for some reason. This tree is not behaving. There we go. I have noticed this processor is a little glitchy at times. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes it's, yeah, not so good. And like I said, I don't know why, but... if we can get back up the hill here. It does seem like this processor could use a little bit more power on the tracks. You notice, yeah, I guess it is a pretty good hill here. That's kind of why I'm sitting up here and not going down the hill and trying to stack these neatly. Ideally, that is how you would do it. You get a little bit better terrain, you'd stack them a little bit neater. There we go, finally. Might have to maybe, yeah, maybe we'll go around the other way here to get some of those. We'll cut a couple more up on this side here a moment. Anyway, for anybody that would like to join us on the multiplayer servers, links are in the description below. Like I said, we are currently on the Smoky Mountains map here on server 2. This is a pure logging map, so no farming on this map. And then server 1 is still on Pleasant Valley. That is the latest version of Pleasant Valley at this time. What are we getting? 4 pieces out of this, I guess? Obviously, like I said before, not necessarily the ideal length here at 5.5 meters. Ideally, the best price for logs is 8 meters. But 5.5, if I recall correctly, basically anything between like 8 and 5 is actually about the same price. You can do 11. I think it's 11. Yes, 11 meters is the longer length. I probably would do that, except for the fact...
Password, Randy.
I probably would do that, except for the fact we don't really have any trailers set up for that length.
Okay, I'm joining.
Okay. Don't really care for these smaller trees here, so I'll just try to leave those. And yes, I do need to get something up here to pick up those 4 pieces that are laying there kind of in the way. Let's see maybe if we can get across here a little bit. Whoa. Stump there. Need to grind out some of these stumps too. Speaking of stump grinders. Okay, and we're back and joined by Ryan here. And like I was saying there about the stump grinder, we got the AUI. Might not be saying that right, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that one. But the AUI stump grinder. Another mod there from Farming Simulator 15 that worked really good. And seems to work equally as good here in 17. And actually, for those who watch the single player series, Goldcrest Valley, that's the stump grinder I'm using there as well. So as you can see, this is what I'm trying to do here. Just let them roll down the hill. Hopefully they kind of all congregate down there. And one thing I've noticed with the processor, if you're using the processor, make sure you're real careful you don't close the grapple up top there too tight. If you close it too tight, which might be what I was doing earlier there while the trees were kind of glitching out, it tends to cause it to be a little bit glitchy. Oh, little piece in there yet. Okay. Usually the little piece disappears, but it didn't that time, I guess. And by the way, one mouse control that seems to throw most people off. I've gotten this comment a few times now. Can't get the FDR equipment, to work properly. Missing an access control. That is probably because it is the middle mouse button. So yes, middle mouse button. For those of you with laptops, you're going to need to make sure you get a mouse, I guess, because I don't know what you're going to do about that. But FDR equipment uses the middle mouse button for several functions on its equipment. In this case, it's for pivoting the processor head here. I'll show you that in a minute here once we're done cutting this one, which seems to be being a bit derpy here. There we go. One nice thing about the processor here, let's say you do drop a log, you can actually use it to pick that log back up. That is one major advantage of the processor here. And in fact, that's actually, to my knowledge, that's actually kind of the way it's designed to be used. Not necessarily to be cutting trees down like I'm doing it. That's more for the feller buncher. Given my preference, though, I've always kind of just liked to use the processor here to cut them down and to cut them to size. It would be nice if there was some more size controls on here. For example, 8 meters. That would be kind of nice, but oh well. See if we can get up there and get that one. And yes, for the processor head here, middle mouse button, it, as you can see, it tilts it. And then pretty much the rest of the controls are pretty much all standard to the rest of the game here, so nothing really new there. Just middle mouse button is something you kind of have to watch for. And I don't think it's necessarily the processor here that's being a pain with getting the trees to cut. I've had the same thing with the Ponzi Scorpion as well. It tends to not work well sometimes with the trees. I don't know if it's just the tree type on this map or just the game. Yeah, so this is another tree. I'm not going to be able to get it down the... Oh, well, maybe we got it. There we go, finally. Or maybe not. Almost got it. Like I was saying, if you do drop it, at least with this machine, you can always pick it back up again. You can with the Ponzi Scorpion as well. It's a little bit pain, though, sometimes to get it to actually pick up the logs if you do drop them. And obviously, if you get out, the machine shuts off, it will drop any logs that are in it. I'm not sure if that's the case with the processor here, if that'll do it. But the Scorpion, definitely, when you get out, it will drop any logs it has. And this definitely is not going to win any races, by the way, here. This is a rather slow machine. A whopping 4 miles an hour here at the moment. Go 6, apparently. Oh, you know what? I'm not sure if I can actually get up here. I think I tried earlier. Oh, maybe we can. There we go. That is the grapple loader there. That's another example of middle mouse click. I need to use the middle mouse click on that machine there to pivot that head as well. Better go around that way. I think we'll get in the way of that tree there otherwise. Actually, maybe, yeah, we're probably better off maybe starting a pile over here instead of dropping them off that side. If you're really good with it, you can actually make yourself a very nice pile with this machine. Like I said, you got much, much better control with this machine than you do the Ponzi Scorpion, as it can actually, you know, pick up and hold the trees, unlike the Scorpion, which kind of just drags them around. This is what I was talking about here. It looks like we're almost, maybe not quite perfectly aligned, but almost perfectly aligned here. It's like, oh, there's the cut option. Oh, don't grab too tight. And just like that, that one cut. Okay. That was nice and easy. And so far, for those of you wondering how much of the map we've deforested, not actually sure on that. Like I said before, the draw distance for the trees on this map, they don't really draw out that far. So, like the empty spot over there where we're looking, more likely there's probably some trees over there. They just don't draw in that far away. So it is actually a little bit hard to tell where there are trees left on this map yet. We are currently logging kind of about halfway down the map here, I guess you could say. Oh, cut option already. Okay, I'll take that. One thing I have noticed... Ooh, hang on to her. It does seem like it's a little bit better if you stay a little bit further away from the tree. Same thing goes for the scorpion. Seems like if you get too close to the tree, you know, if it looks like you got it lined up perfectly, it's like, ooh, perfect. Yeah, it's probably not going to let you actually cut it. And like I said, I think that's more of the farming sim, or I don't know if it's the trees here that cause it. Definitely something with the farming sim, I think, that is causing it to be a little glitchy when detecting if it can cut trees at times or not. Even doing the forestry there on Goldcrest, I've had the same issue there as well. Definitely very glitchy at times, trying to get it to detect, hey, there's a tree, and it's in there. It needs to be cut. Whoa, what the world happened there? I don't know what happened there. That was kind of weird. Got a weird short little link there. Like I said, don't know what happened. It's sometimes a little glitchy. I think FDR looks like needs to do a little work on his equipment here yet. Get some of it up and running a little bit better. Yeah, it does seem like the tracks on this are a little glitchy at times. It doesn't want to actually turn. And what I found, you just kind of push the boom into the ground, get the tracks to jump up a little bit, and then suddenly it'll start working. We can see if we can try this from in the cab here. Somebody was asking, you know, why don't you do any in-cab work? Well, generally speaking, it's because most people don't like to watch videos of in-cab work. And to be honest, I actually kind of have to agree with you, and we're stuck again, I think. There we go. At least watching the video, you can see a little bit more what's going on being in the third-person view as opposed to, say, the first-person view. The tracks lined up here a little bit better. There we go. And FDR, by the way, does have a channel, a YouTube channel. So for those who want to check out his mods, he's probably a little bit better at using his mods than I am. Like I said, my main machine that I always like to use here is this processor. Even back in 15, this was a kind of a neat machine. Like I said, you can actually have a lot better control of the logs. But yes, if you want to have a little bit better knowledge of how to use his machines, you're probably better off watching his channel. Like I said, I don't believe this is the intended use of this machine. Okay, I know we're right there. This is also kind of why third person works a little bit better. What's going on here? I see the cut blinking up there a couple times. There we go. And money-wise, it occurs to me I'm not logged in as admin here at the moment. I know I've been asked that a few times, like, hey, how come you're not making any money? How come you don't have any money? Well, if I forget to log in as admin when I join the game, that is why. I think Ryan there already sold one load of trees. I seen him coming back from that region, so I'm guessing that's what he did. And so far, we're not making too bad of money here. Last time I was on, I think we were right around the $150,000 mark. So depending on how much we get in a load here, the FDR truck there, we can usually get an easy $50,000 if we fill that right up, at least with the 8-meter sections anyway. I haven't filled up the FDR truck here yet with the 5-meter sections, so I'm not sure how much that costs. Oh, that tree's wigging out. And for those of you wondering, I know I don't think I've mentioned this in a while, I am still using the Toby IXI tracker. So, for example, when it suddenly looks up to the upper left there, that's typically because I'm actually looking up at the menu there to see if I can actually cut the tree. Generally speaking, I don't like to play with the menu open, but when doing the logging here, I actually almost always play with it open so I can actually see if I can cut the tree or not. Otherwise, you know, just spamming X sometimes gets a little annoying. But that's what's happening, why I'm always looking up, or why it's always looking up towards that direction, is because I'm looking up at the menu there to see if I can actually cut the tree or not. And the eye tracking here in Farming Simulator 17 only works when you're in first person in the vehicle. So when I go third person like this, then I still have to use the mouse to look around. But in the cab, it's pretty cool. You can actually use the eye tracking. Like I said, really like how they've implemented that here in Farming Simulator 17. And I don't think it actually cut that. Oh. Okay, I don't think that was the tree I was aiming for, but okay. That was kind of weird. It's like it cut the tree I was aiming for, but then glitched out or something. I've had that a few times here. Both with the processor and especially the Scorpion. Okay, let's aim for this one here and see if we get this one this time. Oh, there we go, finally. No, I'm actually not sure. I was just thinking about this here. Maybe the intended purpose is actually maybe to close the grapple before you cut it. I'm not sure. I've always closed it after cutting it. But maybe it actually works better if you close it before you cut it. I'll have to maybe try that here. Just happened to think of that. And we are still using the John Deere forwarder there, by the way, to automatically load logs. Works pretty good for that. Like I said, that was edited by one of the members on the server here. He made it so you can actually put 8-meter logs in it. Before, I believe it only did like 5 meters or something like that. Doesn't really grab the tree if it's not cut, does it? And I can't back up either. Ideally, you want to try to cut the stumps as low as possible. It didn't exactly happen on that one. Oh well. Just takes longer to grind out the stumps when that happens. Okay, maybe we'll call that good for right at the moment. We got a pretty good pile of logs there. What do we have left over here yet? Oh, looks like Ryan must have cleaned up that entire mess there. Okay. Oh, one little piece there. He missed one. He missed one. Let's see. Does he have the stump grinder? Not sure what he has, but here's the stump grinder here. Like I said, this is the all-E stump grinder. Works pretty good in my opinion. I don't know if it'll work on this tractor. Yeah, insufficient power. This thing takes like 300 horsepower. It's like ridiculous. So the only tractor we have to run it at the moment is the... oh, where is that tractor? Must be in use, I'm guessing. It's the Dutz prototype tractor there. It's got the quad tracks on it. The Forestry tractor. Got like 600 horsepower. It's the only tractor, like I said, we have at the moment that can actually run that. It's basically the mountain goat tractor there. Okay, so if he's got that under control, I'm assuming he must have the tractor. So let's see if we can load up some logs here quick a minute. And then we'll probably wrap up the episode here. And is the logging truck around here? Yes, I see the logging trailer there. I don't know if the truck... Can't tell if the truck's attached to it or not. I didn't look at that. Okay, load on the left. And one thing I was mentioning here, there's a couple things that need to be fixed on this. Working on fixing the camera so it looks up a little bit better. Sometimes the views can be a little bit further down. You can't actually look up high enough to see what you want to see. See if we can get that fixed. But then I was mentioning too, it'd be nice if we could actually auto load from a little bit to a longer distance. This trailer doesn't seem like it auto loads from... Oh, the logs are falling out, really. Even though I got them strapped down, you can see they're still moving around. Oh well. See if we get that one here that's really... Actually, can we just get them all out? That might be better. Let's start over. That's probably going to be one problem here with the 5-meter logs. This is probably actually going to work better with 8-meter logs. And that's always annoying too. I know if you notice that one that's in there crooked. That's usually what always gets us with the auto-loading trailers. Get one in there that goes in crooked. Even a single player there, get that one trailer we're using single player, they'll auto-load crooked, and yeah, look at that. They've fallen out. How nice. I'm wondering if the sides of this isn't proper collisions on it or something. See if we get these to load in the trailer here in a minute. Might actually be able to get 3 sets of these in the trailer now, being at 5 meters. Not sure. I haven't tried that yet. And what I'm going to do is actually put the strap. I think there's a strap on here somewhere that can be put on. Oh, there it is. Just make sure those don't move. And we'll see if we can get them to auto-load in the middle here. Close enough. Yeah, we should be. Now, I don't remember being that close to the trailer the first time. We like slide closer to that trailer, slide closer to us or something. Like I said, this has an invisible back end on it that's always catching on that trailer. I've had quite a few issues with that. It's like, boy, I think I'm far enough away, and then I don't know if this thing gets closer or if I'm driving closer. I don't know what happens, but next I know I'm caught on the trailer there. So yeah, like I said, looks like you can probably get 3 sets of these in here with the 5-meter sections. Or 5.5, technically, actually. Let's shut the auto load feature. Oh, okay. Didn't I shut it off? Okay, now it's definitely off, or at least it better be. It's not. Now it is. Okay, I don't know why I was still auto loading then. See if we get a little closer. Like I said, that's one thing that would be nice for this trailer here, or forwarder. Actually, not really a trailer. The auto loading distance was increased slightly. I don't know why it's not auto loading here at the moment. Wait for him to settle down there a minute. Oh, that's going to fall off. See if we can get that trailer. There we go. Straighten back up again. Seems like it likes to do that when you turn. Maybe something else we need to look at trying to fix here with this. I don't know. I don't really like how they're jumping around in there, so we'll go unload these here a minute. Okay, why is it auto-loading? That is off, right? Should be off. I think there's a strap here. Yes, there is. So kind of a strap in each one of the main sections there. And unload to the right. I need to be a little further forward here. Don't want them falling off there. Okay, then we'll just quick run these down, or hopefully it'll be quick anyway. And we'll run them down to the sawmill there and sell them. There we go. Uh-oh, a little bit of lag going on. Not sure what's going on there. I'm assuming it's the lag that's causing this. Let's try unstrapping these here when we stop moving. Okay, it doesn't seem to like us having the straps on. I don't know if it's the 3 sets of logs there. You know, so as soon as I put the straps on, it's like, nope. Starts lagging really bad. But we'll just see if we can take it easy here. And hopefully we don't lose too many. That is definitely something I've noticed on the multiplayer server here, and even single player for that matter. I put the straps across the log sometimes. I don't know if there's like a log in here that's like not liking something or what's going on, but put the straps on and it starts lagging really bad at times. So like I said, we'll just take it easy here, try not to lose any. Sometimes you just jostle them around a little bit too. Put the straps back on, then it'll be fine. Oh, there's another stump grinder. Okay, I don't know why we have 2 of those, but whatever. Technically, the chipper can be used as a stump grinder as well. Okay, we're almost back here. Haven't lost anything yet that I've noticed. It's a little bit surprising. And the sell point on this map, I've been asked this a few times from those joining. Where's the sell point? It's actually between these two. I don't know what you'd call these right here, but basically between these two here, you can kind of see the yellow sell point markers up there. And there we go. And like I said, I'm not logged in as admin, so I can't see how much we just made there. We probably actually made pretty good, I would think. 3 sets of 5.5 meter long sections. Obviously the trailer wasn't quite full, but pretty close. So anyway, with that, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And just a reminder, if you would like to join us on the multiplayer server, links are in the description below. There are 2 download links for each server. First download link should allow you to download all the mods needed to join the servers. And no, the mods are different on each server, so if you want to join both servers, you probably should download both from both download links. And also, you will have to get on TeamSpeak if you would like to join us on the servers. Passwords for the Farming Simulator servers can be found on TeamSpeak. And again, folks, like I said, thanks for watching, and till next time.